Hello everyone and welcome to sunny South Florida, one of the hottest spots in Jiu-Jitsu in the entire world. And this is Major League Jiu Jitsu. First, I would like to thank all our Major League Jiu Jitsu sponsors for helping me make my dream possible. Without them, we would have not taken this big step into making Jiu Jitsu a professional sport. Major League Jiu Jitsu will consist of 4 quarterfinal matches, 2 semifinal matches, and then the 2 top teams in the finals. All of this will feature the top academies and grapplers in the state of Florida in a brand new exciting format. Now, let's take a look at the team tournament bracket, and then I'll introduce to you the team tournament rules. First round will be Vagner Rocha Martial Arts versus Daniel Perez. Second round will be Fight Sports Miami versus Moncayo Brothers BJJ. Third round will be American Top Team versus Renato Tavares BJJ. And fourth round will be Victor Slausser BJJ versus Matt Arroyo Gracie Tampa South. Now that we know who is competing, let's take a look at the rules and format. A team tournament. Teams compete head-to-head. 5 fighters in 5 weight classes. Teams can have 10 grapplers in each roster. A win by less than 8 points equals 3 points for the team. And a win by 8 points or more equals 4 points for the team. And a win by submission or disqualification equals 6 points for the team. Team with the most points after 5 matches advance to the next round. Each team is limited to 2 brown belts. 5-minute matches. First, 2.5, no scoring. Second, 2.5, points will accumulate. Let's get started with the coin flip for the opening match between VRMA and Daniel Perez BJJ.
Today, we feature the first of its kind, Major League Jiu Jitsu, which is a team-on-team competition. As you see, our first team squared up here, ready to go. I'm gonna let seed 1 pick, heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Heads. You picked heads.
Okay.
So, first match is the 55. Gi or no gi?
No gi.
No gi. All right, get your 55 ready? All right, let's separate, guys. Good luck. Everybody shake hands with each other.
Here at First Major League Jiu Jitsu, me and Gilbert Burns. How you doing, Gilbert? It's a good morning to watch some guys get at it.
Excited.
First of its event. 55ers, Joseph Gabara and Julio Moreno scoring up and getting the action. Time is on. 5-minute matches here. 2.5 no points, 2.5 points.
So we have Team Vagner Rocha MMA against Team Damian Maia. We have Coach Adrian representing Vagner MMA. And we have Coach Daniel Perez representing Damian Maia. First match at 155 and no gi. We got a couple action right here. So just simplify the rules for you guys. It's 2.5 no points. The other 2.5 to start scoring points at IBJJF rules.
Similar, yes, but no advantages. Of course, reaping and other attacks on the legs are illegal, except for heel hooks, because these guys are all purples and browns. Everybody's a purple and brown on either team, so it's sort of almost professional, but not professional yet, because black belts are what I consider the professional level. So it's like a pro-am. These guys are exciting, man, especially the lightweights. These are the smaller guys. These are always the fun, fast guys.
They don't
so
stop.
You can tell these guys are kind of squaring up on the wrestling, right? They both seem to be wrestlers. So I know Joseph Gabara. He's from my team, so I know him pretty well. I know him since he was a little kid. Kid's very gun-ho, very attacking oriented. And Julian likes wrestling, man. It says it here, he's competed in IBJJF a lot, opens, and UAEs, a lot of competitions.
Yeah, and the match is pretty even right now. Both not taking a lot of risk. but both guys being very aggressive, fighting for the grips, and let's see. Action is from both sides right now. They don't score nothing yet, but it's the beginning. They're just setting up. Julian's getting a couple attacks.
Julian's wrestled and done judo since he was 11 years old, so that's pretty impressive. That's starting at a young age. Joseph as well. Joseph started in my gym 10 years ago, so he's started from day one. This is it's a pretty big deal.
I had the opportunity to train with Joseph a couple times. He's a pretty good stand-up too, so that fight's gonna be, I think, all wrestling battles gonna be on a stand-up battle.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close match. Let's see what happens here when points start coming. Points about to start, so let's see where it goes from there.
Both. See, now we have the point zone, 2 minutes and a half. And now I think both gonna push more the pace, kind of like ADCC style. As the points going on, we see more action. Both guys pretty aggressive. Joseph starts shooting right now. Julian had a good sprawl.
That was a good idea right there. That was a good little in attack, a little good defense, back and forth.
Yeah.
Both being aggressive with the hand collar ties, though.
Both guys are pretty even, good level. Seeing good action right here. Nice. Good shoot for Julian.
Nice shot.
Nice sprawl for Joseph. Good control for Joseph. And they have to stop. And we got back in the middle. So there's no advantage, nothing. You gotta score the points.
Gotta score.
So that's a pretty good match right there.
It's a good shot there from Julian, and Joseph almost countered, but went out of bounds, so it doesn't really count for nothing.
And,
gotta keep the center.
And we started very good. I like that first match. I like it.
Nice shot again. Nice ball.
It's going to be a wrestling. It's a wrestling battle right there.
Yeah, they're wrestling. They're wrestling out.
And in case if you're going on a draw,
if we have a tie, we have an overtime for 1 minute. Yes. Now 1 minute draw. It clock is rounding down.
So we're 50 seconds away.
Julian is underneath here trying to get a sweep.
Go, 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 go. Watch the leg, watch the guard. Yes. Once you're clear, your score. Once you're clear, your score.
Hey, he almost got on a sweep. We need to establish first. But I think now he did it.
He's going to score here.
I think now he did it. And we 17, 15 seconds away. And I thought it was a point, but Julian's really looking forward for the fight. He tried the sweep. Now he went to the guillotine. Now Joseph got the back. I'm not sure if he got the hooks. And time. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that was a pretty confusing, I thought.
That was a confusing process.
That was a confusing process. Julian did a good job. I think he scored a sweep. Joseph ended up almost getting the back, but I don't know. Yeah. And we're going, one more time, we're going for MLJJ rules, but with no advantage. We had no advantage. And Danny Colasso, he scored a takedown right on the beginning.
2 points.
So, but 2 minutes and a half, we have no points, so we're nothing scored.
2.5, no points.
We kind of playing with MLJJ rules and kind of ADCC rules because the first 2.5 minutes we have no points scored. So just looking for a submission the first 2.5 minutes.
This is Danny Colasso is part of VRMA, which is my school. It's probably one of my toughest kids, very hardworking, and I know Samurai Dan is also part of Daniel's team. Is a very strong competitor. So this is actually a clash of titans for the schools, I believe.
You know, these guys are the two toughest guys on each team. So this is going to be a tough match for both these guys.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to roll with Danny Colas a couple times. The guy's legit. So we kind of roll more with the no gi. I don't know so much on his gi game, but bro, guys are legit in the no gi.
He's an amazing athlete.
He might be even better with the gi.
All work ethics,
yeah.
you know, works.
The guy works super hard, and he's putting in the work. And Danny Samurai on bottom, setting up in the half guard. And I think that's what puts more excitement on that game. You gotta be able to roll with the gi or no gi. So first match was at 155 with the gi. Now the second match at 170, but now with the gi. First fight was no gi. Second match with the gi. Purple belt against the brown belt. Both Daniels.
Yeah, these guys are already putting in fireworks. Samurai Dan's kind of setting up a good grip on the back of the belt there with a butterfly hook on the inside. I think he might get a sweep here. But Danny's got his hits are super heavy. So to sweep him is no joke. And he trains a lot of gi just as much as he does no gi. So you'd be surprised how amazing he is in both.
Now
super heavy.
Yeah, he got to take down. He didn't score the point yet because he had no points. But he been having a good control on top. He's being on the half guard. He almost getting the side control right now.
He's wearing him down. Yeah.
He got his side control. No points scored yet. We have 10 seconds to start the points. 5 seconds to go. And Dennis is away on the side control. And points is on right now.
Points are on now.
Dennis looking forward for the knee on belly on mount. We have no advantage. One more time. That is a good control, good top control. Looking forward to get the back. We got a good grip, but not hooks yet. Dan Samurai is doing a good job of defending the back. And he knows there's no points allowed. So he's okay, but now he needs to get a good position. Then Nicolas is working on that first hook. Good control on top. Samurai is smart, put his back on the floor, avoiding to put a second hook.
Yeah, they're coming out of bounds here, so it's going to make it complicated.
Yeah,
the referee stopping them.
Good
Stop
job.
The time.
Good job from the referee, Jay-Z Cavalcante.
Expert. These referees are all high-level guys. I handpicked them myself. Been in the game for so many years. Jay-Z's a superstar in MMA. Dennis Mitchell's a multiple-time world champion. Mike Cardoso is a long-time competitor referee, competing in ADCC and all sorts of huge events.
He almost got the mount right there, but like I said, we have no advantage. So Danny right now looking forward to score points. He's on reversal mount right now. Good control on top, heavy. Samurai is doing a good job avoiding the points. So Danny's still in the control, but he needs to score. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds to the end of the round. And Danny got the points. He got the back. He's controlling. He's doing a good job. That's a high level purple belt mount. He got the back and now he mounted. He's looking forward for the submission. And he has an arm triangle. Looks tight for here.
It looks tight.
Looks tight for here. Guy has to get it adjust.
40 seconds to go, though. Time is running out.
So, Dan Samurai is doing a good job defending.
And he's putting in the work on him. He's got him tied up here and he's pressing him hard.
Dan Nicolas is looking for the finish. That's the type of fight that I like to watch.
He's chasing the sub. That's why 5 minutes is awesome, because you got to work hard.
You got to put in the work.
You can't fight easy for 5 minutes.
That's it. And he mount. And then Nicolas on the mount again. And we're going.
And he's gonna get.
And that's it.
Nice match.
We got
good pressure. Good match.
2-0.
All right, the two teams are on. The next two are Tom Cuno and Carlos Cincinnati, 185.
Okay. We got to do gi or no gi.
And that was 8-0 Danny scored takedown. He didn't have a point system yet, but he was able to get it back, put the both hooks, and then he was able to mount again. So he did 8 points, and it's a purple belt, bro. Guy has a bright future. And then he beats Danny Collazo, beat Danny Samurai. He's scoring 2-0 for Team Vagner Rocha. Now we're going for the third fight, and we're looking forward. Let's see who's going to be the third fight, if it's going to be gi or if it's going to be no gi. That's Igor. That guy's Igor.
Yep.
Who?
And Tommy Kuno. Tommy's one of my 185ers here, real strong kid.
So we're getting the third fight of the night, no gi again. We're going to Tommy Kuno representing Vagner Rocha MMA, and we have Igor Butsndey from Daniel Perez. And remember, the first 2 minutes and a half, we have no takedowns. We have no points.
Yep. So
But both are getting an 8.
they're both coming at it right there. They're already pressing.
Yes.
Igor's putting the heat forward here.
Both put in action. And
Yep.
Ooh,
Ooh, that was nice.
that was almost a tornado. Almost a tornado, but Tommy was able to put both hooks. He already looking for the submission. He went to the arm bar. And the grip is tight. I think he can have it.
He almost get it here.
He will get it. That one's tight. Good job for Igor rolling.
Igor's getting out of this.
That was a good job. And then Igor's going on the field right now. That is the fireworks on that fight right away. I like that both fighters. Tommy didn't want to control the back. He wanted to finish that fight. And Igor now is on the back.
If Igor gets a tie here, he'll score up. He'll tie the score up. It'll be 6-6 on points on team. So this is exciting, man.
That's
This is
a good one.
a good match.
And Igor is a pretty, man, he's doing a good job getting the back.
Yeah, Tommy's tough, man. This kid's no joke, you know. It's another guy from my team.
He did a good job of defending the back, get on top. I like
So,
that fight. So
no
we
points
still have
yet,
40
but-
seconds to start the points, and the guys are already going crazy. And what's pretty impressive for me is Igor. He's just been training for 2 years. He's a blue belt, but he's a pretty high level. Now Tommy was able to get a guillotine.
It looks tight, though.
Igor
It
looks
tight.
okay, and he tapped.
Hey, oh, man.
Man, that
Nice
was a great work for Tommy Kuno from Vagner Rocha. But just reminding you guys, Tommy's a brown belt and Igor is a blue belt, but no gi is a no gi. That was a pretty good match. Tommy was able to score the submission.
Great match. Good fight.
That was I think the best match for me right now. Best fight of the day so far. But I like it. I like the action. Igor is putting it.
Mike Thatcher is one of my purple belts.
Uh-huh.
Não preencheu o papel, hein?
Christian Rivera from Team Daniel Maia. He pulls guard right away. Qual o nome do seu?
Mike Thatch. Mike is
Mike Thatch.
one of my purple belts, strong competitor, silver medal in IBJJF Pans and Masters and Worlds. 2 years in a row as a purple belt. Legit, very strong, heavy top pressure. Will bring anybody's life hard on bottom. You know, these are the big boys now. 205.
Guy,
Yeah.
How old is he? You know how old is he?
He is seniors 2, or masters 2, if I'm not mistaken. So he's probably closer to 40.
We're having a good match. Chris pull guard right away. He don't want to stand up. He already pulled for that half guard.
You know, there still could be a possible close tie here. You know, Daniel Perez could still tie the score if his next two opponents sub our guys. You know,
when you make submissions, more points the team makes.
yeah, they make 6. You know, and it'll be 12-12, but then it'll be based upon, you know, who got more subs. So the head-on-head, who they could even win the match still. They could still win this event.
They still can make
you know,
it
by
so
winning 2 submissions in a row. You know,
that's what makes it pretty exciting. As
team aspect.
if you just win, if your team make a win, but just on the points, how many points you make it?
You make 3 points for the decision, 4 points for 8 points or more, and 6 points for the sub for your team. So right now the score is 12-0 for PRMA. But if Daniel Perez's team manages to score 2 6-point subs here, they can win. They win.
They still can,
Yeah, they can still win this. You know. So the game is still in their hand.
What's his name again?
Mike Thatch. Mike.
So Mike is already putting a lot of pressure on top.
He's got his chest heavy.
Chris got his match right there. We can see that Chris cannot do so much. He's trying, and he barely nice. He was able to don't get the mount.
40 seconds or 15 seconds here till points. 15 seconds till points here, so it's a big thing.
Christian Rivera working that half guard on bottom. Now the points start to be scored. That's crazy that rule set, because when there's no points, sometimes you pass, you mount, you do a lot of things. But as soon as
points
you start putting the points, it's
what
so
happens
hard.
when people play with points is they hold back the game. You're trying to control the action. So when you play with the game with the points, then you can,
That's
you know,
3 plus 4. That's 7-0.
you can.
And he got the back. And he looking for that choke. And he mounted again. That's another mount. When the guy get flat like that, you can, man, he scored 11-0. And now he's looking for that finish.
Yeah, he's trying to get the hand on the neck. Trying to get the.
And you guys know, if you win by submissions, you score 6 points. So,
But if you win by majority too, if you win 8 points or more, you can get 4. So it's pretty exciting. You see the energy in here in this room. Everybody's pretty on their toes, watching, you know, which is awesome. You know, it's giving them some sort of entertainment for what's happening.
and we like 1 minute 10 seconds away. He's pretty looking for the submission. Christian's doing a good job of
1 minute
defending.
left here.
And he's gonna get out, I think. And he's out of
Referee
bounds.
stop this action here.
Yeah. And they got back.
Referee stop the action. He's gonna bring it back in the middle.
And
Mike's putting in the work.
Mike was able to score another takedown, and he looked for the finish. I can see he's thirsty. He's going for the arm, trying to get the Kimura. Christian is doing a great job of defending, avoiding the submission. But Mike's thirsty, bro. Mike's right there.
Mike's putting in work over here. He's putting a lot of pressure
He's looking
on
for
him.
that finish. He had that Kimura grip. We have 20 seconds away. He got him out again. But he don't even want to put the knee down. He just want to finish. He looked for the leg. He looked for the arm. He looked at the time. Mike's really putting the work right there. He really trying to finish that fight. That's what I like it.
Yeah, it's,
He saw the arm
4
bar. He
seconds
kind of
left
get
here. I think
frustrated a
the
little
match
bit.
is
He
gonna-
tried to go for the Toho. Almost
Good
got
match.
a Toho.
Good match. These guys.
And that's 3.
You gotta give it
13-0
to
for Mike.
Chris for riding
Chris
through
Rivera
and
did a
surviving.
great job. But Mike Thatch got the win right here.
Good job, guys.
He's
Good
scoring
match.
4-0, 4 wins, 14. Vagner Rocha MMA. For me. So both blue belts going at.
Also-
with 2 minutes and a half, no points. 2 minutes and a half points,
These guys
no
are-
advantage.
These guys are both tough. I know both of them. I competed against Chris in the blue once years ago. Very tough kid. And Jose is one of my most amazing people we've ever seen. He's a pastor, family man, and also he is a guy who's in my gym every day. He's one of the most innovative, big guys you've ever seen. He reminds me of a beginning. I could imagine Cyborg being like him when he first started jiu-jitsu. He's one of those people you wouldn't believe. You actually saw him pull guard here, trying to go upside down and pull somebody's legs in, you know? Super creative, very heavy on the attacks, super driven to success, you know? So
very
amazing.
comfortable. And I'm seeing here, Jose has been training just for a year.
I just promoted him to blue belt yesterday.
And he's very comfortable. And for the other side, we have Chris Fernandez. He's been training for 18 years. So the guy's, man, he's been on the game for a while right now. And he did a little bit of catch wrestling too for Chris Fernandez. You might see that good base on top because of the catch wrestling that he has.
Yeah, Chris I know fights MMA as well. He's got a big following with a lot of events down here in amateur MMA, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've seen him fight, but I know he's got a lot of work. This guy's lightweight, light heavyweight champion in Combat Night, which is in one of the events that sponsored our production here today. So he's no slouch, man. This is a guy that's put in a lot of work. But again, Jose is if anything, I call him a prodigy. He's a guy who people ask me all the time, how long has this guy been training? And I'm like, a year. And people are like, no way. I'm like, yeah, man, he's that good. He before I gave him his blue belt, he was already tapping some of my black belts in the room.
But you know why? That's because of that background, because of that judo, that wrestling high school that he did it.
Yep.
That's why that guy is solid. Plus the passion and the skills, you know, a couple guys just born like that. And I just get impressed the way he pulls guard. Man, the guy just pull upside down style. Like, man, that guy, you know, he's not scared. He's just having fun. Now he's doing a lapel control.
Play a little warm guard, it looks like, right?
Yeah,
it's warm
he's doing
guard.
kind of lapel control. It's kind of warm guard. He controlling the lapel. But I can see that he's flexible. And the thing that he's doing that really impressive for me, he's doing a good job with that knee shield. Now, Chris was able to get a little bit more on the half control.
Chris kind of creeped up on him. He got a little tight on him. So he's getting closer to him.
Yeah, Chris was able to get on the side control right now. And he scored 3 points for the side control.
Referee stop time here.
So JC did a good job as a referee.
He's going to bring him back to the middle and they're going to restart the action.
And we start the action again as Chris scored 3 points for the side control.
Again, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Movers and Shakers Academy, for helping sponsor this event. One of my major sponsors. They are, small loans for people who are trying to get their business started. These guys are the kind of guys that helped me get this place pumping here today. Thanks to him, WSOG, World Series of Grappling, Mike Gamblers. Is also a big sponsor to the event. And all my other sponsors you'll see on the videos here as you go. Jose's in trouble here, man. Chris is settled into side control, now he's on knee on belly.
And he got a knee on belly, and he's doing a very good control on top. Heavy. Now, Jose was able to
He's recover the guard. Leg, though.
He's looking for the leg. He's losing by 5 points. But he looked for the leg. Though. Yes.
1 minute left, 1:15 left. He's chasing the sub. So you got to give it to him.
And he got a leg.
Oh, he's got a leg.
He got a leg. He got a toho.
Got him. And he got it. He had the sub.
He broke his leg. I just heard a pop. I had no sure, but I think he broke the leg. Or he might just pop it, but that was a good toho. That what happened with the toho. If you don't tap, that's gonna break. We're not sure if it break it or not, but it pops. That was a hard pop.
That's a tough guy for him to take out like that.
Yeah.
Like I told you, man, this guy is the real deal. It's no joke.
And we saw the difference right here. Jose is just been training for a year, and he's subbing a guy, Chris Fernandez, that has been training for a while.
Hey guys, everybody in the middle here, the teams with Daniel Perez and also VRMA. Thank you guys from each team here. Put in the work. Everybody give these guys a hand. If you weren't entertained by that beginning of this tournament, I don't know what else is going to entertain you. So thank you guys. VRMA will be moving forward. Daniel Perez, thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We will have more events, and I really would love to have you guys part of this squad here in this tournament. All right? Thank you guys again. All right, VRMA, rest up for the next round. Next team out is Fight Sports versus Moncayo Brothers. Hey.